All right. Austin's getting on. He just woke up. He was taking a nap.
Jesus.
I tried to do that. My children refused to allow it.
Let's see, my nightly sleeps are normal people's naps. So, that's where I'm at.
Damn.
Yeah, I get 4 hours. That's about it. On a good day.
What's this, oh, never mind. I think I know what that is, never mind.
Yeah, my sleeping is inverted. So when I go to sleep, it's a nap, and then when I go to nap, it's sleeping.
Yeah.
It's really horrible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix it, but I have never gotten.
Yeah, then I got 7 days this week. So. Okay. All right. No, I don't. Show fewer notifications. Oh, what is it doing? No, stop all this. Okay, so where we last left off, we had you guys made it to the town of Morgan. Master Tinker Thunderforge gave the letter to the guard, and you guys made your way to the Citadel, where the representatives of the town met with you. During your guys' discussion with them, a silver dragon barged in, saying that pretty much forget the primals, the gods, all of them. Dragons are here. They're always going to be here. You should just forego them and come with us. After the dragon left, the representatives had to discuss, and you guys are out in the town for the day. It is now mid-morning, and you guys are located right here outside of the Citadel. What would you like to do?
I believe I was heading to the library, and I think Henry was joining me.
Okay.
I'll just stay. Until Henry gets on, I'll say that's what I was doing.
All right. Anybody else?
I was not doing anything. So, yeah.
I was not either, so I don't remember what Brad or Thunderforge was doing.
I don't remember either. All right. Who's all going to be accompanying Dravik and what is his name?
Vincenzo, I think it was his name.
Vincenzo to the library.
You know, I could go for looking at books.
Okay. Anybody else going with him?
That sounds like a no.
Okay.
I think that's Henry popped on.
Okay.
Heard.
And I just kind of messed up all my stuff. Give me 1 second. Back. Is he on?
Yeah.
Discord, yeah, there he is.
There we go. This is what I was looking for. And, all right. So Vincenzo, Dravik, and Charles. You guys are out wandering the streets trying to find the library. As you guys are walking around, where you guys like to try to find the library at?
I suppose I would walk up to any kind of, if there's a guard of any sorts, or if not, maybe just maybe somebody that's like working a side shop, somebody that's clearly from the town that could direct me.
Guards are scattered throughout the city. As the day comes, more guards are coming out. You walk over to a gentleman. He in his mid-20s. He's got blonde hair. He's wearing his guard tabard down, a scale mail, sword at his side, standing there on the side of the street, just surveying the people. You approach. He looks at you and just nods.
Good morning. Is it morning still, or is it afternoon?
Yes, it is mid-morning.
Morning. Good morning. Good morning, guard person. Tell me, do you guys have a local library?
Oh yeah, well yes, we have several libraries. Somebody's up real loud.
It's Henry.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. One sec.
I mean, I know how to help you if you want.
Burn it, catch it on fire. Oh yeah, is there a certain district that you're looking for?
District. I guess.
We have several libraries throughout the town in different districts. So, is there a specific district you're looking for, or the library-wise?
Do the districts have different knowledge bases within their libraries?
No, I think it's more of just, librarians just trying to make their money. Now, if you do go to the Temple District, I will say that there is more of a broader library there, especially the Temple District for the primals. They have more information and stuff like that on primals or whatever.
You know what? That sounds like the one I'd like to check out. Do you have maybe a map for me or something?
I do not. I'm pretty sure you can probably get one at one of the local shops. If you want to, just stop by. They may have some for sale. I know the city far too well to have a map, so.
You know what? If you just point me in the direction of the Temple District, I think I can figure it out from there.
Fantastic. See, we are roughly right here. If you just go west, take a left heading north. After you get through the little bridge, you have come into a lot of different buildings that, you just look for the name. Just look for the library. Once you get up in there, you'll see it.
All right, yes. Yeah, you know what? I think I can, because I can read, I do think that won't be a problem. So thank you very much, sir. And you have yourself good rest of the day.
Oh, yes. Good day to you, Sue.
Are we all together at this point still?
If you
did you walk up to the guard with me?
Well, I mean, I assume the guard was probably right there when we were coming out that you were asking.
So you guys were let out here. If you went with Dravik, you guys met the guard right over here.
Well, I mean, I would have been walking that way just in theory, but as soon as I hear Temple District, I'd be going the same way.
Okay. All right.
Okay. You
guys make your way over to the Temple District. As you enter into the Temple District, now that it's daylight out, you see that going into this is a different architecture of buildings. The buildings have more of like primal sculptures into the building. You can see like the influences on the different buildings as you're going through them.
I'll search for anything that looks like Wind Primal.
Yep.
I guess. Yeah, I would. Do I see the library? Like the name library?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. Okay.
Check. $18.
You renewed that description.
Yeah, it just kicked in.
Right.
As you're walking through, you do see one building that does have a library sign on the side of it. Ezio, will you give me a perception check?
Yeah, I can give you one. Passing it might be a different story, but I'm sorry. I'm off here. We need perception.
Look at you, a 20.
That's fucking 2 20s in a row, bro.
I know. Do you
He's on fire.
Yeah, just wait.
I double subscribe today.
Honestly, he probably just used up his only good roll from next week.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Damn it!
So
Yeah, only ones are left now.
with the 20, as you're walking through, you do see the library. You do see, like, a block back, the buildings begin to change. They have this very light blue touch to it, and it looks like the plaster on the side is done with like waves through them that represents like air, wind coming through, and it has a very good indication that if you would proceed that way, you would probably get into a wind primal district inside of the temple district.
That's where I'd be going.
Okay.
I would be looking for anything that's towards the light primal.
Light primal. Okay. Roll perception for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
15. As Dravik and Vincenzo head up into the library, you see Ezio heading up towards the up a block towards a different set of buildings, and you're looking, and you see, off to the west more buildings that are just very white. They have what looks to be like shining gold trim on them. Looks very ideal for what a light primal would be represented as.
All right. Yeah, I would make my way towards that and go in. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going towards the library.
All right. Dravik and Francesco, you guys enter into the library. It's not a really big library. It's 2 stories. It's not very big, but inside of it, it is wall-to-wall bookshelves that are just jam-packed full of books.
Is this the entrance
nice.
down here?
Yes, it is.
Is there any kind of librarian present?
Give me one moment. There is, and her token is missing. Standing in for the librarian, it will be this lady.
All right. So as soon as I get in, I'm just gonna kind of beeline it right over to her. Kind of wave her down as I'm going. Excuse me. Do you work here?
Lady, she is older elder. She's got silver hair. It's kind of up in a messy bun. Has a couple of pencils in it. She has a weathered face from age and travel. She's wearing this green dress. She's hunched over a little bit, and she has like a shawl over her, a tan shawl. She looks over at you and goes, yes. How can I help you?
Oh, so do you guys maybe stock any books? Knowledge on the primals?
Oh, we have several of them. Is there a certain book or author you're looking for?
No, I don't know much about authors, but the subject matter may be more on the dark primals.
What primals?
The dark primals.
What? Speak up a little bit.
I'm gonna. Is there? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to use.
When Rabbit yells, I say, no yelling in the library. Calm down.
I'm gonna use. I can find the spell. Like, give me a second. This. I'm going to choose her, and I guess since Vincenzo's in here, I'll choose him too.
Okay.
So basically, it acts as like a psiotic walkie-talkie, and then I will say the dark primals, and I won't have to say it very loud because obviously it's going to be in her ear.
Oh, yeah. You spoke up so good. And she makes her way, not with that. She makes her way back over to this bookshelf, and she starts looking through.
Mm-hmm. While you're looking, I guess I'm looking for anything that might tell me how to, I don't know, harness their energy.
Well, I don't know if you can. I've never read such a book, and on my travels, I have never even seen or heard such a thing.
Fair enough. If there's anything that's, I'd love to read anything you have up on it, on the dark primals, that is.
Okay. She reaches up, and she has become too hunched over to get up to the top shelf, and she looks over at you. Well, you're not much taller than me. We need to get the book up from the top shelf.
I will whisper over to Vincenzo, like, hey, you mind getting me a boost over here?
Oh, absolutely I do. My screen's freaking out.
You make your way across the library. You come over. You see her pointing up at this one book. It's very black leather bound. It has brown stitching in the back of it. You pull it out. It's maybe like 3 or 4 inches thick.
It's a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's got some girth.
Oh,
right.
It was written by Damian Walters. It's a very, very good author.
Well, that sounds a lot more like a real author than the last book I tried reading.
Too bad he's done passed. I've outlived most of the authors in this library.
A lot of old knowledge in in this library, you'd say.
Yes, yes. She begins to walk away.
Oh, so do I have the book yet?
Yeah, he pulls
Okay.
it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And I guess, do you, what is your checkout policy? And I'll just kind of follow her as she's walking around.
Oh, all the books must stay here in the library.
Well, all right. I will definitely do that. Nothing else.
Totally.
Okay. I have chairs that you can come over here and read, and I have this Roosevelt desk that you can stand and read on over here.
Oh, by the fire is perfect for me.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll kind of thumb through the book a little bit, see if there's anything that's any chapters related or anything there. I would be looking for something that speaks of the use of the primal's energy.
Okay. When you open on the cover of the book, there's no title. You don't see the author name. The whole bind of the book is just this black leather, brown stitched book. When you open it up to the first page, the title is just Dark Primal, and Damian Walters is on the end of it, and it's all done in ink. This isn't like retyped. This is original 1-for-1.
Oh my. Okay.
Give me 1 second. You're thumbing through, and there is a lot of information that you're finding through this. Of course, not a lot's really known about the primals, and there's not a lot of like outstanding experiences people have that can be proven. You're seeing a lot of assumptions and things along those lines.
Okay. And you said this is a thick book. I'm not going to be able to read this in a sitting.
No.
Does she look distracted?
No, she is just kind of sitting there staring at you as you the only two people in the library.
Perfect.
Nice.
Not a very popular place this morning, huh?
Well, certain people come here for certain information.
You say, is there, could I maybe perchance, head upstairs, or is that forbidden?
Oh, upstairs. Those are the rare books.
Oh, yeah, I like rare. I'm gonna take a gander.
Oh, sorry, you cannot go up there.
Oh. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm just gonna kind of look around.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go back behind this bookshelf. And I'd like
You
to.
should join the fire. It's a good time.
I'm gonna make a stealth check.
Okay.
I'll cause a commotion.
You are Shadow.
I'll walk over.
27.
Yeah.
Bro,
Damn.
we gotta talk.
Yeah. You are now.
I get plus
darkness.
10 to stealth.
He's
Gosh.
never been seen in his life.
So yeah,
I turn into a ghost.
I would like to put the book away in my inventory and try and sneak out.
Okay.
Is that another stealth check, probably?
Hold on. So, Francesco, she begins to walk over to you, and as she's about ready to speak, you get up and walk across the room, and she just dead-eyes you the whole time.
I'm like, yeah, these books are cool, right? Like, who doesn't want to read? And I'll just like grab a book off the shelf, and I'll be like, whatever it is, I'll be like, this is great. Like, Can you explain like more about this book? It's so riveting.
She comes over here slowly. It takes her a little bit. She looks at you. Oh, so you like to read?
Yeah, absolutely.
She comes over here and pulls a book out and brings it back towards you and hands it to you.
What's the title?
How to Have Proper Manners.
Oh no. I was like, this could be a good book for me. Yeah, you're right.
You know what? You can keep it. Maybe you'll
Oh.
learn something.
Oh, I keep it. Oh, I'm keeping it.
It's all yours, Sonny. Hopefully it helps you in the future.
Oh, it's going to help me for sure. I have no doubt about that.
Yes. Dravik, as she's on the other side of the case, you slip the book into your satchel. No roll needed.
Okay. I would then like to. I'm going to walkie-talkie just Vincenzo. Actually, you know what? Can I? I speak through psiotic. Is that going to automatically go to everybody, or can I choose who I'm talking to?
Real quick.
It says you choose up to X amount of creatures you can see, and then roll
Yep.
the energy die. For a number of hours, the chosen creatures can speak telepathically with you.
Misread that.
Yeah, it seems like it goes to everybody.
Okay, so I'm not going to speak telepathically.
Okay.
I'm just going to shoot. Yeah, he won't be able to see if I succeed the roll. Too. I'm going to whisper. I think I'm going to head upstairs.
I like that.
She makes her way over here back to you and begins to talk to Francisco. You enjoying that book?
I'm learning a lot. I didn't know that there'd be plating in here. I didn't know that the forks were supposed to go on the left.
What
But
page
I'm
are
learning
you
a lot.
What page are you on?
I'm on page 4.
Oh.
I didn't say I was a strong reader, you know. I'm just doing my best.
Oh. Because forks aren't until chapter 7. And she walks
Well,
away.
you got me.
This girl's so rude.
She's a tough cookie, and I like it.
Why are you always in the mood, bitch?
Am I going to seduce this girl?
She comes over and sits next to you.
Oh. Yeah, story time. I dig it. Thank you. Should we cuddle up and read this book together? I mean, it seems we're both here.
Silence falls into the room.
And I can hear everything he's saying, and I'm starting to wonder if it was a good idea to bring him into the group.
Bro, he's taking one for the team so you can get about your stealth shit, alright?
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I'm going to make a... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say I was going to try and make a stealth check and leave.
Yeah, fine. Yep, go ahead and roll stealth. Roll it with advantage. Or not, you don't need to. And you make your way out without making a sound, and you slip out the door, and she doesn't even notice that you're gone.
Oh, whoa. Dravic, you're leaving me here?
Hell of a wingman.
I think you got this. I think you got this with the old lady.
That was the perfect wingman move right there.
I disagree.
What are you two talking about?
I mean, we're going to discuss life and travels, and then I'm going to be like, so what's a boy got to do to get upstairs? You know? I'm just looking to get to that real private stack. I'm not a strong reader, but I'd love to see what it's all about.
Roll persuasion for me.
I'll be honest, man, have no idea how to do that.
All right, so double click on your token.
Oh, that's how you do that?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
Then you
This
go down
is-
to persuasion
This is so exciting.
and click on it.
Yep. Do I get advantage since I'm so charismatic? Because I'm a gentleman?
No, not yet.
Ah, come on, man.
It was in chapter 1, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm reading, like we're jiving, you know?
I don't know if you're ready for upstairs.
Nobody's ready for downstairs. Oh,
But what the hell?
Yeah,
Come on.
dude, that's where I was going with that, you know? Yeah,
Oh,
that word.
she invited you up, bro.
They always do, man, you know?
All right. All right. You two head upstairs. Dravik, you leave
Right.
the library. Ezio.
Left me high and dry.
Yes, I did.
Cold as ice, by the way.
Uh,
I don't think you want me there for that, anyways. So
Ezio, you head into the Wind Primal area.
Okay.
You see several buildings spread out, and you do see one that's more of a temple style. And as you look at it, on the top of the building, you do see the sigil for the air elemental.
I make a beeline for that place.
Okay. As you get up to closer to it, there's 4 pillars that come down. The stairs go up to the 4 pillars, about 15 feet back. There's a huge double doors to enter into it. One door is slightly ajar. On the doors, there is the carvings into the wood of the Wind Primal.
I'll take my hand and rub it on the drawings on the door, the etchings, and just kind of like appreciate, the carvings themselves
Okay.
before opening the doors.
You take your time, rubbing the door, feeling the work of the craftsmen that put into it. It warms you. The snow that's been going on for the last few days, the temperature being chilly and frigid, being here in this moment, it warms you on the inside.
What enters the premises?
You walk in, and as you enter into it, you get this slight breeze that it almost feels like it just effortlessly goes through your armor and up your neck, and it just gives you just the chills all the way down. Inside of the temple, you have open windows on the side, down the outside of the building. There's big open windows. They're not glass pane or anything like that, but the cold wind that's blowing around town is not even penetrating through these open spaces. They have like sheer white curtains coming down from ceiling to floor. They don't even wisp in the wind. They're just hold still. As you make your way down through the temple, heading into like the back part of it, you have a set of stairs that go up. They're marbled white stairs. And there's a podium at the very back. Up above it, there is a depiction of the Wind Primal.
A dick pic.
Yeah, a big dick pic. There is
a big old wind pick. Nice.
there is a depiction of the Wind Primal in the back, as set like as a rather large, like hurricane blowing in to the seascape.
And this is what is it, like on the wall or something, or what is it?
It's on the back part of the wall. Like ceilings are probably 30 to 40 foot tall, and 20 feet of that, the upper half of it's going to be this picture.
There's nobody else in here or that I can see, or
Nobody that you can see.
all right. I'll. And you said there's stairs that go up to this place, or?
Yes, that leads up to this podium.
I will walk up the stairs and go behind the podium to where the picture is.
Okay. You walk up. You get behind the podium. You're staring up at this. What would you like to do?
I'll take a minute to look the painting over, or the picture over really closely, just to kind of, like the details of it. Mm-hmm. Just kind of appreciate the sheer work that went into this depiction. Mm-hmm. And then I'll reach up to where my pendant is of the Wind Primal. Mm-hmm. And I'll just kind of kneel down in front of it, as it's the only real thing to, oh my God, words here. Like an altar, statue, whatever,
Yeah.
And, just kneel down and close my eyes and just kind of pray a little bit.
Okay.
Just nothing of like seriousness, just kind of talk to him, Mm-hmm. Ask for some sort of a guidance or some sort of a sign to help find the place that we were looking for out here in the mountains. Hold on, I am ill prepared for this.
Okay. As you kneel down, you talk about the challenges that lay before you. Finding the cradle of the elements.
Yep.
Having a successful pilgrimage. Returning back to your village so you can spread the word of the Wind Primal and do good for the people around you. As you're kneeled down, reciting this in your head, you hear would be like faint footsteps slowly coming up. Every time they step on the floor, the marble floor, it is a slight echo in the room.
Do these sound like they're just kind of like a normal walk of sorts?
It's almost like the person that's walking up is wearing socks. Instead of where the shoe, the sole would hit, it's almost it's a padded walk. And it approaches closer and closer and closer. You hear them start taking the steps slowly up towards you, getting right behind you. And you feel a hand rest on your right shoulder. You keep reciting. You keep going through your prayer to make sure that everybody comes out Everybody's safe. Your pilgrimage, finding the cradle of elements. The hand doesn't move.
Once I finish, I will look to my right shoulder. Is there actually a hand there?
As you look up, you turn to see who has put their hand on your shoulder. You don't see nobody. You still feel like the pressure from the hand on your shoulder, and it slowly dissipates.
I turn back and look at the painting again for one final glimpse.
You look up towards the painting. You see the storm rolling in, the representation of the wind primal. You see the seas. And what you didn't notice before is you see this little boat, like a little dinghy, little one-man rowboat. It's really hard to spot. In the very bottom of the picture, just sitting there. Looks to be a person inside of it, just weathering the storm.
Can I get close to that?
It's like 20 feet up in the air.
Okay. Alright, so, yeah, is there any kind of a compass on this?
Compass?
Yeah, like, compass rose, I should say.
You don't see any. Outside of the painting itself, you don't see any other marking or edgings or anything of significance.
Alright, so having taken these notes, I, again, do one last kind of like head bow with a thank you to the Wind Primal, and I shall turn around and leave.
Okay. Give yourself one wind essence point.
Shit. Where do I have these at? I will figure this out.
Okay. In the interim, Charles, you make your way towards what looks to be the light primal district.
Mm-hmm.
You look around, you see buildings decorated, very minimalistic. But as you look, you do see that there is what looks to be gold inlays on the buildings. They're very subtle. As you continue to walk through, you see another building, or you see a building that's roughly 40 foot tall, 4 pillars coming down, steps leading up towards the pillars. In the top of the building, there's just a gold inlaid, what looks to be a star.
All right. Would head towards the star.
Okay. As you walk up into the building, you see another set, or a set of large double doors.
Mm-hmm.
The doors themselves are inlaid with gold inlays of a star on both doors, and it is partially ajar.
All right. I would head towards those double doors and open them.
Okay. You go through and you pull the door open a little bit more, and you walk into it. And another large room. in the back, set of stairs coming up to a podium, and back behind it you see a another gold inlaid of a star.
Right. I'd head up the stairs and keep going until I make it to the other star.
Okay. You make your way up, you go to the stairs, podium's there off to your right. You're looking up at the gold inlaid star.
Is it a door again?
No, it is back up
Like
behind
it.
It's up on, it's kind of like how it was for the wind primal, just dubbed over to the light primal.
All right. I'd go up to it and start a prayer.
Okay.
As I am praying for, in some way of my mission that I'm on currently, of this contract for the said person I'm after, to find some kind of hope of that this person is not bad, or they haven't done anything, well, cruel or evil in a sense of way, as I don't, in the time I've been around them, and they're very giddy and, well, their manner of way, how they act, don't feel that they are like that, and there is no point of trying to, well, finish said contract of killing them.
How are you positioned when you say this prayer?
I'm on my knees, and like my hands are in like more of like a meditating pose.
Okay. So you're on your knees, right? Meditating.
Mm-hmm.
Head down, or are you looking up at the golden star?
It's more of head down.
Okay. Heads down, you're praying.
Head down, ass up.
Yep. Nicki Minaj comes in, says, "This is how you do it, girl." Shakes it, walks out.
This is how you do it, yeah.
Yeah. You are sitting there praying. You hope at this moment that there would be some answer or some form of guidance to come out. You kind of feel, gosh, come on, just something, just give me something. With that side of your face, it feels like claws are just jabbed in and rakes through, and you hear, "Why pray to her? You know what you must do. Kill him, and you'll be mine." And the searing pain on the side of your face, it feels like blood is just running down. And you reach up to like cover it, like, oh my gosh, what just happened? And it's all dry. But it just feels like your whole side of your face has been raked.
I would, in a very tense, like stressed moment of thinking of what just happened and what I was hearing, as I go up to the star,
Starts
knowing that,
there.
or not, well, wherever that would be a place to place something. I just know that with the gold inlays, I know that they must represent gold and metal. I would just leave gold, like 2 pieces, as like a tribute or something.
You grab the side of your face and you begin to stumble out of the temple, and you throw down a couple pieces of gold for your tribute, and you walk out sun hitting you, that side of your face just burns.
As I'm walking through the streets, I just ponder on this thought of the voice, and then them saying kill them. I try to reject that command in my head, basically.
Okay. What do you say to reject it? In your head, what are you saying?
I'm like, there is no. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
There are no reasons to kill this innocent man. He hasn't done anything so far. Nothing bad. He's just trying to help people out. Spread a cause with his guild.
When you say the word guild, it feels like somebody punches you in the gut and just grab holds of your organs and rips it out. You hear yet again. Oh, come on. You know what you want to do. You might think he's all good on the outside, but deep down, you know he's bad. Do what you need to do, and come join me. And with that, it just feels like you're released. Your stomach's released. You fall to your knees just from the pain, the sheer pain of it all, from the face to your gut. Everything just feels like it's on fire.
After a while of sitting there on my knees, I'll finally regain my composure and get up and just start walking and thinking on it.
Okay.
As I would go back to where we were before.
Okay. Thalius.
Yeah, buddy.
What are you doing?
Having grown up just north of here, I've been to Morient more than once. So I'm going to seek out the Council of Scholars.
Okay.
Try to find out some information.
All right. As you head through, you go through the Nobles District. You've been here before. You've seen it before. No stone out of place. No grass out of place. House is pristine. You make your way into the Scholar District. And roll perception for me, please.
Two.
22. As you get through the end part of the Nobles District, you begin to see these figures, real small, real tiny, darting through the shadows. You can't really get a good bead on it. It almost looks like it's a mouse, but instead of running on all fours, it looks like it's running on two legs. Is that a cloak? I don't know. Is that a feather sticking out of its hat? I really can't tell. But you notice is that as you go into the Scholar District, you're seeing these figures darting back behind you on your sides as you're making your way into the Scholar Quarters.
And I'm assuming I haven't seen a figure like this before, or figures, I guess you said, right?
No.
I can't tell where they're heading to. They're just moving about quickly.
It looks like they're pacing you. It looks like You're about ready to take a step, they're already taking that step. You look behind you, they're coming up behind you.
Can I tell? How many can I perceive?
Easy 5.
So 5 little mice people with cloaks.
Yep.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't see them.
Okay.
And continue walking towards where the scholars would be.
Okay. You get into the Scholar District. The Scholar District doesn't look like it's really funded a lot. The buildings are a little bit more in shambles than what you would actually think for being the Scholar District. The bushes that are still alive, the foliage and everything that's still alive, you can tell it just doesn't look like it was upkeep.
Okay. I'm assuming I've been here before. Does it look more dilapidated than the last time I've been here?
A little bit, not a lot. It's kind of hard to tell. Is there a certain building that you're looking for?
I'm specifically trying to find the leader of the Council of Scholars.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I've got too many notes on this town. Do you have the sheet that actually has the Council of Scholars on it?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Is it Morian Overview or Morian Part 2?
Overview.
Okay.
It's under Guilds and Organizations. It's page 2.
I found it. Yep. Okay. Too many notes. Now I'm wearing my glasses. This is what you get.
Yeah.
You start going around. You do see what would be like the main building in the Scholars. You'll have like a bunch of little smaller buildings. You do see a bigger one that could be determined as the main building.
Okay. I will head towards the main building.
You make your way up. Go ahead.
Can I still see those shadows dancing around?
Yes. You like stop to kind of look and go, where's that building at? They stop. As you begin to move again, they begin to move again.
Okay. Before I step in, I'm gonna. Is there like a like an alleyway or something that I can see nearby?
Yeah. In between the buildings, there's a bunch of different alleyways in this section.
Okay. I'm gonna duck into that alleyway quick.
Okay.
And be intentful to not let them know that I'm there, but also I'm focusing on them to see that they're following me.
All right. Welcome to the alleyway. Oh, let me get rid of him. All right. You can come in here, or you can come in here.
So here or by that? Okay,
Yep.
we're not gonna come in on the grate.
Okay. All right. Why is your token so big?
My wife asks me that all the time.
I'm pretty sure hold on. I don't think it saved my configuration. It did. Okay. Well, that's just what it is. All right. You come into this alleyway. You're looking around, trying to see where they're at, where they're going, and everything. And behind you, you hear, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I'll look towards the source of the voice.
You turn around. There is a little mouse with leather armor on. You can see that he has weapons on his side, a cloak, and he is staring you down.
Can hostile intent, does it seem?
Roll insight.
Say, that's just a bare roll. Not bad.
14. As you never really seen a humanoid mouse, it's kind of hard to judge, but kind of how he's like standing and looking at you, looking you over, sizing you up, you get the ideal that he could have very hostile intentions towards you.
Okay. I will turn towards him and just address him, saying, "Hello there, little friend." A little confusion in my voice, and waiting for his reply.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing in my town?
In your town? Are you on the council?
Oh, no, there is no council. There is only the Rat King. And what are you doing in his town?
The Rat King?
Yes.
I've been to Morian many times before. I've never heard of this Rat King.
Boy, we are just now taking over the town. Now, tell me, what are you doing in his town? I see you come from the council. You come into, the nobles area like you own the place. What are you doing in the Rat King's town?
Looking for answers.
Oh, what type of answers do you want?
The dangerous kind?
I am the dangerous kind. The Rat King is the dangerous time. So I ask you again, what do you want in the Rat King's town?
Have there been issues here before I divulge my information to you? Perhaps you could trade a little bit to me. I've come from... Hold on, where's Pharma? We came from Glenstone, right?
Yes. Came from the east.
Yeah. I come from the east, and there's things there that can't be explained as we know them. Has there been anything unusual happening here?
Yes, come this way. And he's waving towards you and takes a couple of steps.
Whoa. I came back and my thing was like my whole screen. Where is this way?
He starts leading you back this way. Come this way. We'll have no people talk. You come this way. The Rat King demands it from you this way.
Does the Rat King know of me?
The Rat King wants to know more of you. You come this way, you talk to the Rat King.
I'll pause, mulling it over in my mind a little bit. I'll glance around over my shoulders and look for his companions. Can I see any of them?
Do a perception roll.
Sorry, I am back. It keeps showing me a stylus for some reason.
15.
15. You turn around, you look out of the alleyway. You don't see any of the shadowy rat guys that's been keeping pace with you. You do see people in the town walking, paying no mind, just making their way through. Come on.
I'll tell them before I follow you, tell your other 4 or more companions to come out too.
Oi. They knew you were going to be coming this way. They're back here with the Rat King.
Very well. I will materialize the ebon blade and throw it onto my back.
Okay.
Not in a hostile way, but just as a way of showing him that I'm not going to be an easy prey.
Okay.
And I'll follow him.
Okay. He leads all the way back here. As you go back, when you get to here, this is actually like a bridge from rooftop to rooftop. So you know.
This thing right here?
Yes. So if we were to adjust the camera angle, you walked underneath that.
Okay.
Okay. So he gets back here. You come into this alleyway part, and he looks at you and winks and yells, "For the Rat King!" And he hops into this vent. And
Oh boy.
Is he not talking now?
he jumps into the the grating right there after yelling "For the Rat King." And I would like for you to roll initiative, please.
Bro, really? Sketchy alley and you went, let's do this?
Hey, we're good.
You got this, bro.
It's just a bunch of rats. You'll be alright. You'll be fine.
Rat people, rat people.
One of us. One of us.
That 22 go in the initiative order.
I didn't. No.
I clicked on my character.
Or I just heard
Initiative
6 fucking rolls.
22.
Dude, same.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
That's a good taste.
No, yours did not go in. Roll it and I'll move you.
Okay, I'll click on it again.
There we go.
There.
And you have to keep re-rolling this until you get a...
Oh, weird. I got its initiative as 20. I saw it.
Why wouldn't it just let me grab
Can you
it?
not manually just...
No.
Yeah.
Why not? There we go. We'll get you up there in a second.
Oh, gosh. A lot of dice right now.
Yeah.
Man, let him re-roll the damn thing. He'll get it.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. You got a 19. How about that?
Alright.
All right. Mouse number 1, or this mouse, he runs up, and you hear in the distance, "For the Rodent King!"
Yes.
And it's your go.
Okay. Suppose.
Can you fit in a grate? That's the question here.
That's 25 yards. So how tall is that thing?
Oh, it's building. So 15, 16 feet, something. 15, 18
Okay.
feet.
So he's high above.
Yes.
Okay. So he's not going to get an attack of opportunity. I'm going to try to run here.
Okay.
And as I do, think, okay, I do have it. Just making sure I did my upgrade. As I do, he will... Where's my feet? Sorry. Suppose they... A divine... There. I'll use my channel divinity
Okay.
to emanate darkness around me.
Okay.
And so that's my bonus action. And then as my action, I will use the Umbral Blade. And I will... Oh, shoot, that rolled damage. I want an attack. There. Make it a regular attack against him.
Which one? This guy?
Yeah, the one that I just ran through.
Okay.
So,
would you roll
18.
That's a hit.
Okay. So now we'll roll damage. I'm going to use Booming Blade
Okay.
on him.
For 11 damage.
I think so. I'm really confused. So it should be a melee attack plus a D8.
So what's your normal damage?
2d6 plus 5, and then it should be a 1d8 on top of that.
Thunder.
So that must have just rolled the booming blade, and this is the...
Yes.
There. So...
13 and 11.
Yeah, but I think the 8, so it should be 3. It should be 3, and so it should be 16 damage, and the 8 is damage he takes if he moves. If you look at Booming Blade, yeah, the melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage to the target on hit, and the damage the target takes for moving increases to 2d8.
Okay. So how much do you take?
He takes 16.
Okay. All right. All right. I need to. All right. That ends your turn.
Yep.
All right. So mouse. Why isn't that mouse like coming up? I don't understand this. Okay. This guy pushes this barrel out.
Yeah, not that I'm...
Roll.
Do they have dark sight? Or magical... Can I see magical darkness?
No.
Okay. So all my attacks will be at advantage, and all theirs will be at disadvantage.
Yeah, I saw that. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Mm-hmm. 12.
One second. There we go. What did you get?
12.
12. All right. So much stuff. All right. DC to save is 12. So, what is that? 13 bludgeoning damage?
I don't know what the ability is that I'm...
It's a firebomb. He kicks the barrel off, and an explosion goes off.
So yeah, if they would, yeah, I would win my save. So
Okay. So
yeah,
half.
yeah.
Okay.
So how much damage then?
6.
6.
And this guy, he's going to pop into the grate. Grab the guy. Come on. He pops into the grate and disappears. I should have used different pictures for these guys. He comes over here, and you hear, I can smell him. He's down below. This guy is going to go. He's going to come up 30 feet.
Those little things have 30 feet of movement.
They have 35, actually. This guy right here is going to take a swing at you.
Which one?
The one that you attacked.
Okay.
With disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Blade. Attack. 11.
Miss.
Okay.
I chuckle as he swings and misses.
9.
I laugh even harder.
You hear, I will get you next time. You're up.
Okay. I'm just going to swing. Now that I got advantage, I'm going to swing with Great Weapon Master. So 23 minus 5 would be 18.
That's a hit.
Okay. Quick. Well. I just want to look up something real quick.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm understanding I can use Great Weapon Master with a cantrip, Booming Blade or whatever. So I'll use Booming Blade again. Okay, we'll roll damage. So that's 10 plus 10, so 20 regular damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 5, so 25 damage to him.
Okay. You carve into him, just splitting him down the chest into 2.
As soon as I feel my blade lose resistance, I immediately sprint to and through this guy, and I'll make another attack at him.
Okay. And he would get a attack of opportunity because you're going through him.
Well, I'm not leaving 5 feet, right? I mean, if he wants to take an attack of opportunity, that's fine.
No, that's only 5. Is that 5?
Each square should be, otherwise I'd be standing on him.
Yeah. Okay, it's only 5. All right. Would you roll a 9?
19.
Oh, up 1.
I rolled it with advantage.
Gotcha. 19 hit.
Okay. This is just damage is regular, so 14 to him.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Okay.
As I cut him and I go to the other one, I scream out, "Don't fuck with me, rats!"
It's funny. Okay. They are going to use an ability at the end of your turn. Let me see if I put it in here.
You can be the new Rat Lord.
They get skirmish movement. They are able to take half of their movement speeds after you make an attack. So he's moving 15 feet this way. He moves 15 feet this way. He moves that way. And their movement does not impose an attack of opportunity. He moves this way. You hear in multiple voices, "Run away, this one is too strong for us. The Rodent King will punish us, but we gotta leave." And they begin to run away. And that will bring back to their movements.
How big are these? They're like actual mouse, so like they could fit in my hand kind of thing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
They all begin to flee away. Back to your turn.
Okay, I'm going to run up, and I'm going to pick up this dead mouse.
Okay. You run over and pick it up?
Yeah. And then, so I was... That's interesting. So that's 15 feet, so I'll pick them up, and then I'll run back over here. I'll just keep them in my hand or whatever.
Okay. All right. As you pick them up, put them into your pouch or whatever you do, is that going to end your turn?
I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action. So, yeah.
Okay. They run off the battle map, down the buildings and away, and we will end combat.
All right. I'm going to go back out carrying him into somewhere a little, at least visible, of the main area. As I was going through the main area, was I seeing a bunch of people, by the way?
Yeah, there's people walking around, enjoying the day, doing their normal routines.
And just before I get into clear sight, I would inspect this creature, looking over whatever it was carrying.
As you look at him, he is pretty much cut in two. Most of your blade is probably almost as thick as this mouse. So a lot of him, like facial features, stuff like that, is destroyed. He has two little bone blades in his hand. Of course, the cape, small leathers, leather pants, no shoes or anything like that.
Okay. Does it have a pouch or anything that would be able to carry anything? I know it's small, but
the pouch he would have would be destroyed when you chest shotted him.
Okay. Well, I will continue. Well, let me just see. I think that I'm level 5. Well, as I'm getting close to the alley, I'll drop the Channel Divinity so I don't scare people. Lay on hands. So I'm going to use 5 points of lay on hands to cure any disease or anything that's in or poison within the corpse. Like, I know rats carry diseases, so I'm just being preventative.
Okay. Going to have a snack in a little bit?
No, just want to make sure that I'm more so protecting myself from any diseases that this thing could have been carrying.
Yeah. You lay on hands over it. If there is any diseases or poisons or anything like that, it's now gone.
Okay, and then I'll continue towards the council.
Okay.
I'll look around, actually, I guess, and before I do that, and just see, did anybody hear any commotion, or is there anybody that even noticed?
No. But as you look around in, like, the main streets, kind of looking up in the windows to see if anybody was looking, you do notice that the peaks of the buildings, you see little heads now line it, staring down at you. Once where there possibly 5, now look like hundreds.
I cast Fireball.
Added boy. Let it rip, shit.
I'll wave at him and continue towards what I perceive as the council. Well, I know where the council is, right? So I'm going to go that way.
Okay. Vincenzo. Upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Upstairs in the library with a old librarian.
Well, she's hot, though, so it's fine.
When you get up there, you see books that are old, very cracked leather books. There's a bit of dust. Up here, you can tell that nobody comes up here very often.
I guess I'll meander towards some of the decrepit-looking books and been like, so what are these arc primals? Looking for some dark stuff. I mean, just interested. Obviously, you can see who I am. I'm just looking for some reasoning. Can you point me in the direction?
Oh dear, what do you mean by reasoning? You want dark stuff? Like, what type of dark stuff?
I'm looking
Whips
for
and
the dark
chains,
stuff
maybe.
you got. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not saying I'm not a bad guy, but there are a lot of bad guys in general, right? And I'm looking to see how I can, win those battles. I'm trying to protect you in this library. I'd hate to see anything bad happen, and it's best to know your enemy. So if you could, just give me some pointers, I'd be happy to help.
Well, I do have a book downstairs that's more about dark stuff.
Yeah, maybe that would help. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a advantage.
Or
if you just help me out with that.
Or are you looking for the dark magic?
Oh, me personally, no.
Oh.
But I'm interested in knowing whatever you have in place. Like, obviously, this is a phenomenal library, and you're doing a great job. So, I'm just looking to learn the options.
Learn about dark stuff. Well, let me see. And she begins to comb her fingers through these books. As she's making her way through, she'll pull one out, thumb through it. She makes her way over to another one and pulls it out and kind of flips through onto a next one. And eventually she lands on this dark green book, very cracked. The binding looks like it's starting to fall apart. And she brings it over to you and hands it to you.
What's this?
As she hands it to you, on the front of the book you see the name of it, and it's kind of hard to tell, like where the name is starting to fade off, the print is starting to fade off. It says Shadow of the Abyss, Unraveling the Dark Veil. Written by Vesperian Blackthorn. Maybe this is what you need.
This might be the one, yeah. Is there any way that I could consume ownership of this book?
Maybe. What are you willing?
I'd be willing to pay a price.
What are you willing to do?
I'll roll a charisma check. See what I can do. If I can figure this thing out.
Are you trying to persuade her?
Yeah. Yeah, so persuasion, yeah.
14.
Not great, but not bad. I'll be like, well, I can tell you this book's going to good hands, and it's going to help a lot of people. So, once I can read this book, of course I'll read Proper Manners first, obviously.
Yeah.
But as you need readers, I need you. As a librarian, I'm sure you understand.
Good hands, you say?
Great hands. Do you not trust my hands? And I hold them out.
She looks up at you, and you hold your hands out. As you are quite taller than her, she grabs hold of her hand, she grabs hold of your hand, and she's looking up at you, and there's this little twinkle in her eye, and she has this little slight smile. These are very strong hands.
Yeah, absolutely. They've seen a lot of plight in their days, but they're still strong.
Play. Strong. Maybe you could wrap them hands around me. It's been a long time for this little lady.
Yeah, my character's not above that. He'd be down to mango for sure.
Okay.
I would do shoot, what do I got here?
We are not doing performance here. Okay, we will not go that far.
No, I'll say like
no, but you do have to roll for a
No, go ahead and roll for performance. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's more of like I'll invite her to dance,
Okay.
I'll dance out with the book.
So you start dancing with her, right? And this
Absolutely.
wave of disappointment comes over, but she does dance with you.
All right.
Well,
And that
you did
go
show
ahead.
an old lady a good time. You can keep this book, but you first have to read the manners book first.
Oh, of course, yeah. What kind of man would I be if I didn't read that?
And she puts her hand on the book and whispers. When she pulls her hand off the book, the title and author name's gone, and it looks like the book is now clasped.
What? I say, is that a rule? I have to read the proper manners before I can read this?
You said you would. And don't let this
And
old lady exterior fool you. And she
I would never do
walk
that.
down the stairs.
I say, excuse me, miss. I don't believe I caught your name. Is she gone?
She's slowly walking down the stairs, and as you say that, she stops and turns towards you. And let me scroll back to her name real quick. My name is Eleanor Stonegate.
It's a beautiful name. Thank you, Eleanor.
Yes. And your name, young man?
My name is Vincenzo.
Vincenzo. Lovely. It's foreign, isn't it? You're not from around here, I can tell.
You are correct. But I'd love to be from here.
Well, maybe one day you will call this place home. And she starts heading down the stairs again.
All right, I'll slide out of there.
Okay. You come down. She walks over to the main door and opens it up and waves you out.
I give her a wave and a wink.
Okay. She gets that little slight grin, and you meet up with Dravik outside.
When I see Dravik, I'll be like, worst wingman ever. What happened to you? Where'd you go?
I was getting the book. I did not know you had things for older women.
Hey, man, it's not an age thing, you know? You didn't go upstairs. You should have came with me.
I don't do three-ways.
Hey, you weren't there. You don't know. Me and Eleanor, we're a close-knit bunch. Anyways, and I'll show him the book, and I'm like, here's the problem. I gotta read some books before I can open it.
Oh, well. Oh, how thick is the book again? Manners book.
It is.
Yeah, the manners book.
It's about. Oh, the manners book.
Yeah, I gotta learn to behave. You know?
The manners book is about 5 inches thick.
All right, so I gotta learn some manners.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger than my penis. I mean, it's bigger than my book.
I'm gonna be a gentleman about it, and I'm gonna read the book. Hey, Eleanor's not to be trifled with, so I'm gonna read my book.
Is it possible for me to lockpick the other book?
You can try.
You trying to lockpick my book, bro? You're gonna make me look bad. You might break it.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'll warn him. I'll be like, hey, just so you know, this clasp appeared after he told me to read this. I don't know if we should mess with it.
Can I make an Arcana check again?
Yes, you can make an Arcana check. It looks like a clasp.
I'm gonna try and open it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand plus you're proficient in thieves tools, correct?
Right. Yep.
13. You look at the clasp. You insert your tools in. And you start working it. But you feel there's no like mechanisms inside of it. It's just like magnetized on top, and you're trying to feel to get it going and everything like that. You feel this like jolt of electricity coming out of this clasp up your tools into your hands, and just blows your hands off your tools for 5 points of damage.
I was like, hey man, I told you. Don't mess with Eleanor. She's not joking.
Said
Let me just read the book. I'll read the book. Let me follow her rules, and we're gonna see what Vesperian Blackthorn's all about.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
Okay. Ezio and Charles, you both leave the temple. Where do you guys head to?
That's a good question. Where were we supposed to be meeting back up at?
I don't know.
Yeah, I fucking don't either. That's great. Yes.
I just think anybody said anything.
Back to where we originally came from.
So yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably kind of go back to where we're staying, I guess.
Yeah, that's where I would have went.
As you guys leave your the temples, you head back. You two find yourself back at this little small bridge. You guys meet up.
Question.
Yep.
From when I was in the Light Primal's little temple area, when I did my prayer and everything, and the stuff that happened to me, do I have any like distinguished marks left, especially the dried blood?
You never bled. It feels like you bled, but you never bled.
All right. I'm just making sure.
Okay.
On that.
So, was your trip to the Temple District fruitful for you?
I guess it kind of was. It left me with a lot of questioning to think.
That's different. Usually I go to my temple to ask the questions.
Yeah, I just mostly went to pray for some guidance, and, well, I didn't really get anything.
It does happen sometimes. Perhaps it's in the way you listen.
Perhaps. Well, what did you get out of your trip?
I believe I got all the answers I needed for the questions asked. I believe this is going to be a successful journey when we take this to the mountains. I believe we'll find what we're looking for.
Oh, that's good. Now we just gotta wait for those two and all of us meet back up.
And you two head back towards the Citadel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where we're staying at, yeah.
Okay. Dravik, French, and so do you guys head anywhere else after the library?
No, I would want to go back.
Yeah, I'd want to like reconvene, and just basically like read. I guess I got a lot of work to do.
Okay.
He's got homework.
Yeah, I got homework. You know.
Yeah. You guys head back, and as you get close to the little bridge that leads up to the Citadel, you're meted by Ezio and Charles.
How did you guys fare today?
I believe today has been an eye-opening day for me.
Some can say the same thing for me.
That's wonderful. I have some reading I have to do.
Same.
Well, if you need a fresh set of eyes for anything, let me know.
Same here.
Are we at like an inn or like where are we right now?
So you guys are at the Citadel, the entrance to the Citadel, where you guys have rooms that the representative is allowing you guys to stay in.
Okay. Yeah, if all the boys are around, I'd be like, so the library is a crazy place, man.
How so do you mean?
Apparently, you're required to read, if you know what I mean. And I give him like a wink. And I'm like, you gotta read those books, if you know what I mean.
So, you're confused as to why libraries exist?
No, I know what libraries are there. I'm saying like, listen, man. I had to read this book, and I hold up like the proper manners book, and I'll be like, I don't think anything can happen right now unless I read this book, if you know what I mean. We met Eleanor, who runs the library. She's the chief librarian, and she knows some stuff.
Well,
But I gotta read a book.
To say she works in a place filled with knowledge, so she probably does know a lot.
Don't they all, you know?
Typically the ones I've met, yeah.
I'll crack open the book and start reading.
Okay.
I'm just going to be confused at the fact that sentence came out of his mouth. Apparently, when you go to a library, you have to read.
Well, like, I try to make it not cryptic, but I don't know, like, who's all looking for this book that I got. So, Starve of the Abyss, I don't know who all knows everything.
That's fair.
Okay. You guys make your way back up to the Citadel. The guards let you in. Thalios, you're standing in front of the the main building in the scholars quarter.
I'm standing outside of it?
Yeah, you're standing at the entrance of the main building for the scholars.
Alright, kick that bitch open.
Right. You gentlemanly walk into the building.
What's up, bitches?
When you go into it, there's some pillars. There's pretty much like groupings of chairs and sections, and you see people in them, and there looks like everybody's just having discussions.
I'm going to go up to the one that I think is the leader.
You make your way around. You're just kind of looking. You eventually approach somebody. It's a lady with company with two other guys, and they're just having a conversation. She looks up at you and, can I help you?
Is she sitting at a desk or anything?
It's just a clustering of chairs. Kind of like a common space at like a college where there's just like several chairs around each other. Or like if you go to like Books A Million, how they have like 3 or 4 chairs kind of like facing towards each other. It's like that.
There's no tables or anything?
There's like coffee tables and little end tables, but not like a dining table per se.
Okay. Well, the table closest to her, I'm just going to plop this tiny corpse down on it. I had other things to discuss, but plans changed. What is this?
It looks like you dressed up a dead rodent. I don't know. Could you do something with that, please?
This is in your city, and you don't know what's...
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of dead mice in all cities. Please.
There's talking there's talking mice that attack you in the dark alleys in every city?
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about. I just... oh, gosh. Please put it back in your pocket or something. Please put it back. And a guy chimes in and goes, wait.
I'll cast prestidigitation to make it, like, smell like potpourri. That's pleasant to her.
Guy intervenes. Oh, man, that is quite crazy. May I see it?
I'll hand it over to him, still smelling like potpourri.
He looks at it, and he's kind of like poking at it. And you said this thing talked?
There was like 6 of them that talked.
Oh, this is crazy.
They said something about the Rat King.
The Rat King, You know, we don't leave the scholar quarters too often. We have all of our amenities here. I have not heard of this Rat King. Let's come with me. Come with me. Let's go talk to Thaddeus and see what he thinks of this. He gets out way more than we do. He leads you back. As you further back you get into the rooms, you do see like stairs going up on both sides to the different level, and he takes you back further, and you start seeing more like offices, and you come down to a very big office, and there what looks to be a 10-year-old boy, brown hair, blue eyes, dressed very nicely for what you would think would be here, sitting behind the desk. Guy walks in and goes, Thaddeus, look at this. And he lays the mouse in front of him. The boy looks at it and kind of pokes and pulls out these little tweezers and start parting what's left of the clothes off of it, and looks up at you guys. Yeah, what is this? You bring me a dressed mouse?
It dressed itself, friend.
Oh, that's very interesting. And where did you come across this?
In the alley behind this inn, or this building.
I. Oh. What more can you tell me about it?
There's 6 more of them, too. All of them talked, said something about the Rat King.
Rat King.
And then they attacked me. This one didn't survive the encounter, clearly.
When you say the word the Rat King, he hops off his chair and goes over where there's just stacks of paper, and he starts peeling them apart, going through this stack, trying to find something. And he gets down about 3/4 way through the first stack, and he pulls out this piece of paper where you can see where there is a wax seal on it, where it's been broken and unrolled. And he goes, "Ah, yes, the Rat King. I have heard of this. Ah, that's very interesting. And you said you found this here."
They were very interested in me personally.
You personally? That's very interesting. Why do you think they were interested in you?
I don't know. They saw me with the council, the city council.
Okay, yes.
So the other reason I was here to see you.
Yes. Okay. So I've got this letter from a colleague far off, and he mentions a increase of rodents that talked and dressed, and they kept referring to the Rat King. I have yet to heard any else, but if he has spread this far, this is so far away. How could he get this? I don't know. There's so many questions.
I don't know if it's a person or a deity, but their devotion to this Rat King was fervent for sure, fanatical.
That is crazy. And are you going to seek out and find more information on this Rat King? Besides you coming here.
I have less concern about the Rat King and more concern about the primals.
And what do you want to know about the primals?
Have you guys not had issues?
Like what?
I'll relay the events of the plague dragon attacking and the connection to the primals, and I will ask him about the seat. Was it the seat?
The Cradle of the Elements?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes back over to what now looks like, you could tell, is a stack of letters that has been sent to him, and he starts going through them again. He pulls out a piece of paper and been like, yes, the events of Glenstone is what you refer to, right?
What's left of it?
Yes. I've received this parchment from a colleague of mine that was there. He depicted the stories, but, it's kind of hard to believe. But if you say these are things that has happened, I must believe. So, and I've gotten a few other letters about odd occurrences from different cities, and visitations of dragons in different cities as well.
Well, you can count your city among those.
What do you mean?
Well, was it a silver dragon?
Yes.
there was a silver dragon, I don't remember his name, I would relay it to him, that just interrupted our meeting with the council. Well, my little friend's meeting, I guess. I just kind of was there to protect him. He likes to run his mouth a little bit. He can get himself into trouble.
I see. And what did this dragon say? And why were you at the council?
To relay all the information that I did to you about the cradle. Or the cradle. The cradle. To try to find answers. That's where we were told to go.
The cradle of elements. I have heard of this, and for everything that we have documented here, is that it's a myth, a fairy tale, most likely derived from some truth, but to its location, I don't know the whereabouts.
I'll relay the fairy tales that I've heard.
As you tell yours, he can almost quote them with you verbatim, and then he says other different child's tale that you haven't heard that or originated from like a different part of Varma. So as you see, the stories are different throughout the lands, but the common denominator is that the Cradle of the Elements is, in fact, a place where I'm not 100% sure where it's located at, or even if it is an actual thing.
I would ask him to relay his versions, any of the versions that he knows of, and cross-reference any information that they relay references to location to try to get descriptions of the location.
Yes. Now, as far as I know, there is only one lady who has spent a lifetime to figure out the location of the elements of the cradle, and it just so happens she does live here. I would suggest to maybe go talk to her instead.
Oh, let it be the librarian. You gotta fuck a librarian.
100% it is. She's over in the Temple District.
Oh, yeah.
Eleanor Stone. She would be the one to go talk to. She has... Well, let's just say this. Before she became a librarian, she was a very avid adventurer back in her day. She would be the one to go talk to.
I mean, you're gonna fight Vincenzo for that shit.
I'll ponder his information for a moment, and then I will. I don't have my sword. I dispersed it after the battle. I'll coalesce the shadows in the room forming the ebon blade. I'll say, what can you tell me about this?
Sir, this is a place of study, not a not a armory of any size.
How many blades have you seen materialize from shadow?
Sir, I can tell you I've not seen many blades at all, let alone one that is materialized from shadow.
So you've heard nothing of...
Why don't you lay it down here and step away so I can take a look at it.
I will look at him and grin, and I'll put it onto the table before me. And as I back away, you can see a thin tether of shadow connecting me and the blade.
He goes over to it, and he's leaning over it, just kind of glancing at it, and then he climbs up onto the table so he can kind of crawl up over by it and get a better view. He slowly touches it and looking at the handles, looking at the overall design of the blade, and you see him pull out some paper and inkwell and starts taking notes and going down through it. And after like 20 or 30 minutes, he hops back off the table and looks at you and just goes, "You can put it away now."
With that, I don't even make any gestures. It just, the shadows just kind of evaporate, and they almost wisp, scurry to the surrounding shadows in the room.
He takes that paper and he rolls it up and he shoves it into his pocket. I would have to do much research on this. I will see what I can find. Operating weapons was nothing ever I took interest in, so I've never really looked into this. So.
What about paladin orders? Lost the time?
Sir, I study more of like alchemy and people behavior and things along those that are very tangible. When it comes to,
I assure you that sword is very tangible.
Not by me, not by my interest. Maybe go speak to a enchanter, an armorist, a blacksmith of some sort.
I don't think they're going to know. What about a historian?
Maybe, sir, I don't know. It's a weapon that I've never seen or looked up or read about before, and I really don't look and read about weapons.
With that, I'll take out one of my tomes of the Ebon Blade, and I'll show it to him, but indicate that I have no intention of letting him grab it, and say, "What about this? You like books?"
Yes.
I presume. Have you ever seen one like this?
May I? He holds out his hands.
You can look at it from there.
Well, sir, it's just a book without me actually opening up and flipping through and reading the words inside.
When he says just a book, you can see rage flare up. Just a book?
He puts his hand up. I mean no offense, but look at those over there. You would say the exact same thing. Those are just books until you go over there and see what they are and open it up and see what are the wonderments inside.
I'll open the front cover to him and see if he can read it. It's in Celestial.
He looks at it and kind of squints, and then, it's been a long time since I've read this language. It would take me a minute to be refreshed in it to fully comprehend the wonderments that you are trying to present to me.
I'll read the first passage to him, where it describes the notion of the Paladin Order, of the Umbral Sentinel, and their duty to maintain balance between shadow and light.
That is very interesting. May I spend time with this book, and maybe you come back in a few days? And
That's not going to work. If you don't know, then I'll find someone else who does.
You understand you asked a question that, without knowing the context of the full book, I cannot answer for you.
There's someone out there who can. If you don't know, then...
I never said I didn't know. I just didn't know right now. But, take your book with you. I hope you find the person that will transcribe and tell you the details that you seek.
As well. Where may I find this Eleanor? You said in the library, was it?
Yes, she is in the library in the Temple District.
I will throw him a silver coin and thank him for his time. And I will tell him that if he finds out any more information about the Rat King, to let the city council know. They should know that you have an infestation.
Ah, yes. Very well.
And with that, I'll put my book back in my bag, and I will bow and with a flourish and head towards Eleanor.
All right. You exit the building, and you get this sense of a million eyes staring at you. You look out, you see the people walking around, but in this bush, you see a little set of eyes. The roof, you see a couple of set of eyes. And you begin to walk towards the Temple District. And with that, we'll end it for the night because I am super tired and I gotta get up in a few hours.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good time. I like that.
Just anything we need to prepare for you for next session?
Nope. That is it.
All right.
Nice.
Alright.
Yeah.
Kind of sounds like everybody's a little bit tired, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
next session is when? It's the first weekend of February, right?
That would be the... Yeah, so what is that, the fucking...
Oh, that's the... No, that's not... No, never mind. It's the third, the fourth.
Fourth, yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. This upcoming Sunday, I would normally work. I am going to be on days, so I will get home in time to actually meet our normal starting time. If you guys want to actually play this Sunday, I will be available for it.
Would that interrupt our one after that, on the 4th?
Nope.
Oh, I'm down. I'm game.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably down too.
Okay.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm probably down with that.
At some point, I don't know when, I'm being told